get the morning started right. Alright guys, so one of the very first things I'm going to start doing is start juicing up. Alright guys, so here I'm going to go ahead and just start blasting it with some air.
Subscribe.
Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video here at Trucking Life. So I'm just getting all my crap together, getting all my clamps. So what we're gonna do today, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and clean that DOC. I ended up not leaving this week because of the weather, the way it was at here in Texas. My load canceled going up and my other load canceled coming back down. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that I didn't go out so that I can get this DOC cleaned. It's giving me those signs. I explained in the previous video more or less what's going on. So stay tuned pretty much all the way up to the end of the video because I'm going to show you guys how I'll clean my DOC. And I kind of developed a new way. It's kind of experimental. So we'll kind of find out together if it works or not. But we'll see how it works. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and get all my stuff together here. And I'll meet you down on the truck so that we can start taking this bad boy off. All right, guys. So one of the very first things I'm going to start doing is start juicing up these bolts so that we don't strip them or remove them. Just a little bit of juice. Let's take off this bad boy right here. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing on a Sunday than working on the truck. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else. It's the other way. All right, good. That one's off. Bada bing, bada boom. Bam. All right, now we got to take off the electrical connector over here. I believe that one's probably going to be a 10. Let's see here. You got to get this little cover off up here. I don't know if you guys can really see, but it's not really extremely important to see. I mean, you guys have seen me do this before. I just need to get this little cover off so that we can get the little electrical connector out of the way. All right, that one's off. Bam. Heels ye. Let me go get my dikes, guys. I normally try to bring everything down here before I start filming, but sometimes you just forget. Whew. All right. So I was going to tell you guys. Normally when you take off these DOC and have them service, like if you take them, I normally get mine service at Rush Truck Center, but the particular Rush Truck Center that I do it in, they only do it with air. You know, I mean, the DOC is just a pass through, I guess you can call it. It's not filter media, but for lack of better words, it's the media that's inside there, your precious metals and stuff like that. So it just passes through, but We're gonna find out right now if my intuition is right on the money or not. But I really do think that that it got clogged. First impressions, it doesn't look to be dirty here, but this is where it goes through like this from there over here. The DPF also looks like that, but here's where I'm interested, is how it looks in here. Let me see if I can kind of get some light in here. Well, it's actually not that bad. It's almost not even dirty at all. We're still going to clean it. Let me see if I can turn the light on in this thing. Come on. Nice. See if we can get you guys in there. Let's see. See, the media doesn't look that bad. It's actually not bad at all. I was expecting it a little bit more, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and blow it out with some compressed air, and then I'm going to show you guys an experimental way. It's new to me too. All right, guys, so here I'm going to go ahead and just start blasting it with some air. Yeah. You guys can see it coming out right there. Man, I'm gonna see if I have a mask, which I don't think I do. Oh, actually I do. Hell yeah. Back from the COVID days. This is what I want to try out new. This one's like super powerful, just a leaf blower. I'm going to blow it there, and then this kind of fits on the other side so we can blow it out the other direction. Again, this is just experimental. I've never tried it before, but hey, the only way we're going to know is if we try it, right? We'll go ahead and give it a shot and see. It wasn't super dirty like I thought it was. So more than likely it was just that 7th injector. But again, I'd rather be proactive and get it before it does clog up, because then it gets like super hard. So let's go ahead and try this bad boy out and see how this works. I know it's going to be a little bit loud, guys, so just bear with me. If I can get this thing to turn on. What the hell? gonna kind of just stuff it in there somehow so we can get like all the airflow to go through it. Let's see if that'll work. Oh yeah. Definitely feeling airflow here. So it's definitely working out the way I want it to. Pretty good. No soot or nothing coming out. I like it. I would probably say that that's a success. Seems to be flowing really, really well. So that's a pretty good method, I would say. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get that bad boy cleaned up now too. Let me go get. Let's go ahead and kind of clean up this area with some pounds, and then we'll blow it, clean the gasket surface area. These guys are very important. This little sensor, don't blow air in there because those sensors only read up to 6 psi. You blast it in there with 100 psi that I got in there, you're gonna mess up that sensor. If you want to clean those lines out, you got to remove it from the sensor, and then you can just blow those lines out if you want. But don't get your gun and blow it in here because you're going to mess up that sensor. It's only good for up to 6 psi. So just giving you guys like a little heads up, All right, where did I leave my gun at? There it is. Go ahead and try our new experimental deal. Oh, yeah. Hey. I think this worked out super good for the DOC because you can like definitely feel the airflow just because it's a lot more air flow than the gun, Guys, here comes the fun part. Trying to get this fucker in there. Whew, holy smokes. Now we gotta get the gasket and everything on there too. Okay. All right. Sucks having to do this in dirt, but well. I don't have much of a choice, you know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Whew. All right, let's get lined up and try to get it up in there. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh my God. Gotta get this over. Get this nut ready. Get over here. Get out of the way, sensor. not gonna tighten nothing yet. I just wanna get it on here so it can hang on. Okay, and then we can adjust as we need. Oh my God. It doesn't seem heavy, guys, but when you're down here, it's definitely a lot more heavier, for sure. All right, now we gotta get this gasket. Line it up. The gasket thing is what's difficult because you don't want it to drop off. Let me put some of this on here. Once we tighten it up, it doesn't move on us. Zip tie all the conexiones. Okay. All right. Because we don't want these dangling, because this thing gets hot. So you don't want to melt these connectors and then have an issue. If one of these sensors goes offline, you're pretty much screwed. It's just gonna, anytime it needs the regen, it's just gonna disable it. Oh, come on, get the fuck out of there. Here we go. There we go. All right. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Hell yeah. Put one up here. And that they're out of the way. Now, if I would have done this at a dealer, guys, you know, obviously they would have done it a little bit differently, right? Because they would have put it on the machine. That would have been the only difference. But I mean, really, that machine, guys, it's pretty much the same process on what I did right now. It just blows air through it. The only other exception to when you get service is if the DPF is really bad, then they bake it. But as you guys can see, I mean, it's only been on there for a year, and it was a brand new DPF filter. I replaced the DOC and the DPF at the same time. Or actually maybe like a couple of months apart, but you'll get my drift. Put one right here. We'll put one right there. Just because, how about that? Love me some zip ties, guys. Love them. Whoever invented them, I love it. Everybody that knows me personally always makes fun of me because they're like, damn, Gabe, you ought to just, instead of truck driving, you ought to just go around truck stops and be like, hey, you want me to safe proof your truck? My buddy Brandon always makes fun of me because of the amount of zip ties that I use, but I just like to have everything, you know, everything nice and good, you know, without it moving around and shorting out against ground and shit like that, you know. All right, guys, so as you guys saw, we went ahead and took apart the DPF and the DOC. Well, we took the DOC off and we were able to see the DPF. It didn't look that bad. I've seen it like when it's like super soaked up in there, like it'll be ash all over the place, and that face will be all black. And the DOC, it wasn't super dirty. I went ahead and tried that new trick, I guess, with my blower, and it worked out pretty good. It actually blew out quite a bit of shit out. So I'm definitely going to use that method. It works pretty good. And you know, with compressed air, and then finish it off with that one. But it was actually a lot cleaner than what I expected. But to me, it's worth peace of mind. You know, because it's not just a matter of it regenning, guys. Like when those two get clogged up, it can cause engine damage because you're going to have a higher back pressure on your exhaust manifold. So it's going to put a lot more, resistance. You know, the turbo's trying to push all that stuff out. And if it's blocked, it's not flowing correctly, you can damage your turbo or you can damage your engine. So, like, I don't regret doing it. I rather be like, oh man, you know, it really wasn't that dirty. I could have gone a lot more with it, than to just be wondering like, you know, is it dirty or not? Like I said before in the past, I usually take those off once a year. It was pretty much right around that time to do it anyway. This particular case, I went ahead and did it now just because of what I told you guys in the previous video. If you guys haven't checked that one out, go check it out. And so I just wanted to be sure, you know, because I got that smoking. So it definitely was that 7th injector. We went ahead and cleaned that 7th injector. We ran a parked regen. It ran good. But like I said, I just wanted to be double extra sure. You know, CD Gabe right here. I just wanted to be extra sure that we were good to go. So, you know, it took me probably maybe like 2-3 hours taking it off, putting it back on. So it's back on now. I know that it's nice and clean. I took advantage of the fact that I had my air compressor here. I filled up on my tires. It's just a lot easier to do with an air compressor than with the hose on the truck. Just because my air compressor goes up to 150 PSI in the truck, it's about 120. So you got to let it keep on going up and up and up so that you can get them up to pressure. But anyhow, guys, that's what I had for you guys today, is just that cleaning of the DOC. I know yours might be a little bit different, you know, if it's a 1-box or whatever. But you can pretty much clean it the same way, even with the 1-box. When you remove the DPF filter, the DOC on the 1-box is not removable. It's part of the box, but it has 2 DOCs. But you can remove them, blow air backwards, and then stick that thing on in there and blow it out, you know. You'll be able to do it. And the DPF filters, it depends if you want to send it off to go get, blown and baked. If you want to, it depends on how bad it is or whatever, but I find that whenever I do it once a year, they're not super bad. As you guys can see, it wasn't that bad. So it's just extra insurance because I'd rather not deal with it. You know what I mean? I'd rather just deal with it once a year and get it over with than to just let it go 200,000-300,000 miles. And then like now it's causing all sorts of issues. It can cause engine damage, like I explained. So, but I'm rambling, going around in circles, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up, share the video, comment on the video, watch a whole bunch of other videos on my playlist. Hit subscribe! Help me get monetized. I've been doing it for a year now. I'm trying to make a little bit of money so I can buy a little bit more camera equipment and, you know, make a couple of extra bucks. If it helped you out, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you guys know when I post a new video. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out!